CnpQueen calling bodyguards in a pixel game fight. Like Roblox turned into a security site overnight. Talking about my slenders got me, standing tall with pride. Meanwhile, everybody else just trying to survive the lag spikes outside. She acts like the lobby's some dangerous zone. Like virtual backup makes her sit on a throne. Whole squad lined up like a low-budget movie scene, protecting a reputation built entirely on being mean. You better stop talking before my friends arrive. Girl, this is Roblox, not a kingdom to survive. Nobody terrified of matching hair and black clothes. Y'all move like synchronized Wi-Fi ghosts. She treats every call-out like a national attack, then summons bodyguards because confidence cracked. That's the funniest part of the whole display. If you were really secure, you wouldn't need backup anyway. The Slenders stand there trying hard to look tough, typing dramatic messages like, "Nah bro, enough." Meanwhile, the entire server watching confused, like, are we role-playing villains or just deeply amused? At this point, it's comedy, nobody's scared, just three avatars standing dramatically there. CnpQueen acting powerful, cold, and supreme, in a block game where people literally dress as ice cream. People called her out calm, simple, and clear. Meanwhile, CnpQueen detonated in chat like a corrupted Wii boss fight possessed by expired Mountain Dew. Her face glowed crimson, like her CPU tried rendering 9,000 explosions inside Minecraft RTX. She hammered the keyboard with the fury of a speedrunner losing world record pace to a folding chair glitch. "My bodyguard's coming," she shrieked. The line hit like an unskippable villain cutscene, buffering at 2 FPS. Then 3 matching Slenders spawned in like cursed Sims NPCs downloaded from a haunted USB. They slid into the lobby shoulder to shoulder. Dollar store Overwatch energy. Gas station sushi confidence. Defending nonsense like tutorial enemies convinced they were Sephiroth. The entire server froze. Like somebody unplugged reality mid-QuickTime event. Everyone just stared, watching this side quest mutate into forbidden DLC content. Then she started pacing in circles, spamming caps lock like a malfunctioning arcade cabinet on fire. Her voice cracked through VC so violently it sounded like Discord itself was trying to escape the conversation. One bodyguard yelled over another. Mic static burst everywhere. Keyboard slams collided nonstop. The lobby turned into a collapsing convention center, powered entirely by Monster Energy and unresolved trauma. The more people called her out, the harder she spiraled. She typed paragraphs so aggressive they looked generated by a raccoon trapped inside an RGB gaming chair. Chat exploded with non-stop notifications and digital debris, like somebody activated every cheat code, air horn emote, and nuclear killstreak inside the same loading screen. Every sentence got louder, more unhinged, as if her keyboard gained sentience and declared war on human civilization. Eventually, people stopped replying altogether. The meltdown had evolved beyond argument territory. Now it resembled a live service game server moments before catastrophic shutdown. And the funniest part? Everybody could see it. The untouchable queen crashing harder than Cyberpunk on launch day. Because secure people don't summon backup squads like a Fortnite reboot van emergency. And they definitely don't need pixel bodyguards forming a defensive phalanx like level 3 goblins protecting expired loot crates. Meanwhile, her squad kept parroting the same threats with the coordination of broken Alexa devices underwater. She spammed insults so fast autocorrect visibly gave up and died in real time. At that point, nobody even argued back with heat. They just spectated the meltdown like Twitch chat watching a streamer accidentally leak their taxes live. CnpQueen kept screaming while the whole lobby clipped every second for gold. Like Waluigi slipping down 47 Mario Kart banana peels while the soundtrack kept speeding up. One bodyguard rage muted themselves by accident. Another disconnected mid-threat like their router filed a restraining order. She wanted fear and respect. Got reaction memes instead. Now her bodyguards stood there buffering emotionally like NPC guards after you steal 17 wheels of cheese in Skyrim. Then came the final implosion. Mic peaking. Caps lock jammed. Insults devolving into pure keyboard hieroglyphics. Her voice cracked into the digital equivalent of a smoke alarm being thrown down concrete stairs. By the time she rage quit yelling, "Y'all obsessed with me," in one last dramatic spree, the lobby wasn't intimidated. It was cry laughing like they'd just witnessed the final boss accidentally unplug their own console. She arrived demanding fear with backup dancers and villain speeches, and left as a permanent reaction image burned into everybody's clip folder forever. At 15, a lot of people are still figuring out how to handle embarrassment, attention, and arguments online. You can roast the behavior without going after her personally, or trying to humiliate her for her age. Here's a funny version that keeps the focus on the situation. The wildest part? All this chaos over a pixel game at 15 years old. CnpQueen screaming about bodyguards in Roblox chat, like the FBI about to investigate somebody for wearing different hats. Whole lobby watching in silence and disbelief, while she treats a block game like international beef. People calmly calling out the attitude and flex, meanwhile she typing essays powered entirely by stress. Face probably red, keyboard sounding like rain, defending virtual outfits like they connected to fame. "My Slender's got me," she yells with pride, as 3 matching avatars dramatically slide. Standing there serious, trying hard to look mean, in a game where somebody nearby is dressed like a tangerine. That's the funniest part nobody can ignore. The louder she acts tough, the less intimidating it looks overall. Because real confidence doesn't need a backup crew to defend an ego made of pixels and mood swings too. At this point, the lobby not even angry anymore, just watching free comedy unfold on the floor. Because threatening people in Roblox at max rage speed is basically a live-action, chronically online scene. Then the Slenders finally showed up looking absolutely insane. Black shirts. No heads. Tiny glowing cyan porcupine quill legs holding their entire existence together somehow. And those stitched up smiling faces floating there like cursed Halloween stickers downloaded from a suspicious website. They waddled into the lobby like rejected horror mascots from a game still in beta. Whole squad standing dramatically behind CnpQueen like they were guarding ancient treasure instead of somebody arguing about avatars in Roblox chat. One of them moved sideways so stiffly it looked like a shopping cart with emotional damage. Another stood completely still for 30 seconds like their Wi-Fi needed emotional support. The third kept staring silently with that stitched smile like a haunted pillow, learning how taxes work. Meanwhile, CnpQueen yelling, "My bodyguards got me." Girl, your bodyguards look like somebody glued LED lights to unfinished scarecrows. The cyan quill leg glowing in the dark made them look less intimidating and more like malfunctioning glow sticks from a school carnival. Every time they walked, it looked like geometry itself was in pain. And those stitched smiles made it worse. Not scary, just deeply confusing. Like the faces were permanently locked between happy and "please reconnect controller." The whole lobby stopped arguing just to stare. Nobody knew whether to fight back or offer them software updates. That's the funniest part. CnpQueen thought she summoned elite protection, but it looked like 3 haunted bookmarks formed a union. At that point, people weren't even roasting anymore. They were studying the squad like rare aquarium creatures. Because nothing screams fearsome bodyguard energy like floating stitched smiles, glowing toothpick legs, and the posture of unplugged desk lamps. Then somebody in the lobby typed, "What are they gonna do? E-punch us?" And the entire server collapsed emotionally. Even the Slenders looked stunned for a second, just standing there with stitched smiles and glowing cyan toothpick legs like cursed mannequins waiting for instructions from customer support. CnpQueen absolutely detonated after that. Instant caps lock, instant screaming, voice cracking like a Bluetooth speaker dropped downstairs. "Stop talking!" she yelled, while the bodyguards stood behind her motionless like decorative coat racks from a haunted furniture store. Meanwhile, somebody else typed, "Bro summoned the E-security team." That was it. The lobby lost all composure. People spinning in circles laughing, avatars falling over emotes, chat moving so fast it looked like the stock market crashed. And CnpQueen just kept getting madder. Tears in her eyes, rage typing at light speed, trying to restore order to a Roblox lobby that had already spiritually left Earth. The funniest part was the bodyguards still trying to look intimidating. One of them stepped forward dramatically with the posture of a bent paperclip. Another accidentally walked into a wall and stayed there. The third just stared silently with that stitched smile like a haunted oven mitt processing emotions. Meanwhile, the chat kept cooking them alive. Bro got threatened by glowstick asparagus. The Stitched Smile Squad has arrived. Them legs built like neon toothpicks. At this point, CnpQueen wasn't even arguing anymore. She was just screaming into the void while 3 headless Hot Topic bookmarks stood guard beside her. She wanted fear. She wanted respect. She wanted the lobby to tremble. Instead, she accidentally created the funniest side quest Roblox had seen all week.